You can go and isolate the elements in water, the oxygen, right? Or whatever it is, hydrogen, and you can go and like isolate it and make it turn on fire. You can use it for something else. You can mamish find the fire in the water. And it can become, even in a revealed sense, that the inner dimension of water is fire. And I can show it to you in a laboratory. It's crazy. They couldn't do this when this mimer was written. Inyan Masha Kasu V'Sefer Yetzira Avram Avinu. They certainly did not have these laboratories in the days of Avram Avinu. And yet Avram Avinu wrote a book called the Sefer Yetzira, where he writes, Hotzi Eish Mimayu Mayim Eish. He writes, you're going to take out water from fire, and you can take out water from fire and fire from water. And he was doing it, by the way, right? Because he was tapped into such a bittul that he was not living in the world we're living. We're living like in the external shell of the reality. He dug into a place where this is not really what's going on. It's like your eyes are totally deluding you. There's the same you in a different version of yourself is in a state of residing with your opposites. And so he was hanging out there. He was pulling out fire from water and water from fire.
You mean in a parallel universe?
It's not a parallel universe. It's the exact same universe. It's just deeper levels of going inside. Like, think about this cup, right? Our eyes only catch on to very externalities of this cup. But if you would expand your eye through like an electron microscope, you would realize there's an entire world living inside of this cup. I mean, like fantastic, like wondrous beasts and like crazy stuff is going on inside this cup. It's not some parallel. No, it's not a joke though.
It's just a higher dimension.
It's not a joke. There might be really little, but to the littler ones, they're giants, right? There's a world inside of this cup. Mamish, a bona fide, full-on universe. And I'm saying it's not some parallel universe, like it's sitting in this cup.
It's a higher dimension.
It's a deeper dimension, right? And the fact is, we have our powers that Hashem granted with we only see like, across so far. We only hear so far. Our powers only give us access to the external parts of the world. Because our mind, we have actually access to deeper parts. Like tzaddikim, it says they looked at the light that was created on the day one, the Or HaGanuz. They can see from one side of the world to the other physically. It's written in Chassidus that the Baal Shem Tov physically could see anything that was going on in any part of the world, probably all the world. So he could just look at you over there in Japan, like watching what you're eating. Because he could see a deeper inner dimension of the reality, which is there for all. Right? We always talk about that. What is technology? Technology is all of a sudden I can talk to someone in Japan. I can see someone live eating their cereal in Japan. I could do it. But the technology didn't create that power to be there. It's just like big microscope, which gives our limited senses a deeper ability to tap into deeper powers, which are already in existence, have always been there. So technology we've always talked about how it's like a huge and important symbol of the redemption because it gives a physical manifestation to the spiritual principles that we're talking about. In other words, they correspond one to one. Like here. Now I can prove to you that fire is inside of water and water is inside of fire. Before technology, that was like a belief system that we had. Now it's no longer belief, it's a fact.